Quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter take a shot deep. Open target. Turn left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch who's going to step. He's going to go for the pin. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ice.
Welcome to Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, home of the Sooners. Tonight we wrap up week 2 of CFSL action as Georgia takes on the Oklahoma Sooners for the first time since season 14. My name is Zach Davis. Joining me in the booth is Dominic Barfield. Dominic, we've got 80,000 fans roaring here. How are we feeling? What are you expecting tonight?
Well, I'm just going to keep it to you quick and concise. I had the privilege of calling both teams last week. Oklahoma looked absolutely just monstrous. Georgia's licking their wounds. I'm hoping to see a better game out of Georgia this week, and I'm just looking forward to seeing what Oklahoma brings out to the field tonight.
Oklahoma in the red tops, bottom whites. Georgia in the white tops, gray bottoms. Oklahoma, a very pleasant surprise. DT Hall, a master game planner. But Gene, a great game planner in his own mind, Dominic. So I'm looking forward to this. We've got shotgun formation. I'm expecting a lot of runs, Dominic. As we get that, DJ Yost with a 12-yard rush.
And see, DJ Yost is picking up exactly where she left off last week. As I called the backfield last week, the Hydra looked to me calling that again. Diaste, Yost, and Avery, no one's capable of stopping them. Look to see if that changed.
Hey, Dominic, well, we were getting ready to broadcast this. We spoke about this rushing attack, and we expect a lot of that as we go right back to it here. And they'll be running right up the middle, fighting for some extra yards. As DJ Yost, she gets 7 yards on the play.
So Yost is an absolute master of just keeping her legs turning and fighting for every single yard. I don't see them moving away from this offense.
Shotgun formation here. Looks like Georgia's sending a zone blitz top of your screen. Tight ends moving in motion, possibly to block it. Going to be surveying the field, throwing it this time, finding the open man, the outside corner, perfect pass and catch. Laramie Larson with the 14-yard reception.
So what can you say more than beauty meets art? Deleste had all the time in the pocket to file taxes, found the open man, beautiful catch and throw.
Shotgun formation going, play action here, first one of the night. using his legs and trying to connect there. Just couldn't get it going, Dominic. Great play by the Georgia defense.
That the Georgia defense brought pressure, and there was just nowhere that ball could go. Don't know if I agree with the call, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Shotgun formation. We're going to be passing again here, Dominic. Feeling the pressure. Once again, throw to the outside. Just get rid of it there. Set up a 3rd and 10 here, Dominic.
Oh, no. Don't let this be an early case of commentary fraud syndrome. I talked too much into Leste, and uh-oh.
Pistol formation. We're passing again. Feeling the pressure. Georgia is bringing it, but he gets out, but he doesn't get his feet in, Dominic.
Oh, I'm not liking how that felt. I was really hoping that was going to be snagged. Get that out just a quick second faster. You can get those 10 toes down.
10 toes down for sure. Georgia makes a great stop here. Going to look to start off here with a great offensive possession. As you see Hayden Carter get a 2-yard return. Real quick, Dominic, this is the first time that these teams have played, I want to say, since season 14. Obviously, Oklahoma's been in and out. Georgia, a newer team, so I'm excited to see them put it together here today.
Listen, let's see if Georgia can go ahead and put this together with the first opening strong drive.
Gonna go straight, I believe, to the Jet. Dominic, your friend here, Jet O'Reilly with a 1-yard rush.
No, unfortunately, I'm not bringing out the Jet jokes tonight. That's not a good look after last week.
Season 15, correction, thank you. Last time they played here. Maybe shotgun formation, going right back to the run, trying to go to the outside top of your screen. Nice respectable 3-yard rush by the Jet, setting up a 3rd and 5 here, Dominic. What are you looking for Georgia's offense?
Well, to me, I feel like they really do need to lean more on Jet O'Reilly, but don't be afraid to get Lucas Leak and Austin Peters also in the game. You got to show the big boys love.
Show the big boys love. Throwing it down the middle, almost intercepted by Jackson Chambers. Woo!
Well, you got to imagine, if you're Chambers, you're probably looking at your hands going, why didn't I hold on to that? That would have been a highlight start to the beginning of the game.
And just like that, Oklahoma makes a stop and gets the ball back here, Dominic. Let's see what we got going on here. So Oklahoma gets the ball back and a good field position here, starting about the 40-yard line, Dominic. Are we going to see more passes from Oklahoma? Are they trying to change things up and trying to catch Georgia off guard here?
Well, if I know what I know, I would look to see a strong, heavy onset, just rush attack all night.
And they're going to pass it here again, Dominic, trying to throw us off. And we're going to be going to the tight end, Tommy Neville, to the 9-yard reception. Quick Twitch update for us, Dominic.
Yeah, looks like we have a 19-yard touchdown pass to Marco Gonzalez to put Michigan State up 7-0 on Clemson with 7:23 left in the first quarter.
Thank you for the update and appreciate you guys in here in chat. Going to be play action again. Got some time using the wheels. Uh-oh. Breaks off the first defender. Tries to get past the second. Gets past it. Dominic. Woo!
So is there a perchance that we got somebody on the sideline listening to us commentating? I'm pretty sure Deleste heard my words exactly and said, oh, that's how we feel? Got you.
Deleste is a bad man, and DT Hall is a master game planner. Deleste going to use his legs again. A 9-yard rush just short of the first down there.
Gotta like the call getting down there. Deleste tried to give him the shimmy shake, couldn't make those ankles go east-west. Just had to go down and go ahead and protect it for another game.
Shotgun formation once again here. Going to be play action, 2nd and 1. Going to the outside bottom of your screen. Tried to catch the tight end on a little outside route, Dominic, but the Bulldogs were having nothing of it. 3rd and 1 here.
See, I'm happy to see Deleste go back to Neville because I didn't get to say it last time because I was a little caught up. But it's always good to see the big boys get some love. Maybe get the first.
3rd and 1. Play action again. Going to be running it here. Get past the first stiff arm. Trying to get past the second. It doesn't. Brought down by the 3rd. Deleste with a 10-yard rush.
You know, I'm pretty sure Deleste's a little too young to work at the club, but if you need somebody bouncing coming out the club, that's your man right there. That has some stank to it.
Definitely has some stank here. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10. Throwing to the open man, number 14, Elijah Miller with the 9-yard reception. A back foot throw there. I like it.
I mean, what can this man not do? He's throwing people out the club. He's getting people missing. He's throwing perfect dimes. This kid's just a phenom.
2nd and 1 for the phenom here. They're going to do another a read option here, trying to get some extra yardage. Take it safe here, 5-yard rush for Deleste, setting up a 1st and goal.
What can I say? Deleste just doing Deleste things. Big boys make that read, and big boys pick up that first down. Love it.
Georgia sending the blitz. Looks like right up the middle here. Let's see what Oklahoma's got. Throwing to the bottom of your screen, and looks like it was dropped there. Not able to hold on to it. Great play by Georgia.
Well, hey, let's go ahead and give the Georgia defense a little bit of credit. We've been a little bit one-sided. That was a beautiful break up there.
Beautiful breakup, and Oklahoma's going back to what they know is a running play, and Georgia holds them to a 2-yard rush. Dominic, we've got 3rd and goal here. What are we looking forward to here for both sides?
Well, Nostradamus called a couple plays correctly last week, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a little option read shake out.
And they're not going to listen to us at all, and it's not going to work anywhere. William Avery getting back to the original line of scrimmage, brought down by Tyrell Trust. Great play there.
Now, I don't know about you, but if there's anybody I'm going to trust to make the stop for me, it's going to be Tyrell Trust. Absolute massive hold here for the Georgia defense.
Massive hold, and the kicker goes up, and it's not good.
No shot.
Back here, Dominic.
Wow, so devastating. We weren't even giving the 3 points any thought to it. Massive miss.
This is big. Georgia can get some real momentum here if they capitalize. We'll see what they've got planned here. The lefty throwing to the open man, getting a 3-yard reception to Lucas Leak here.
Well, if I've said it once, you're going to hear it a lot. Always happy to see the big boy love. Absolute beautiful execution and getting the tight end involved early.
Under 4 minutes here in the first. 2nd and 7 here for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they got dialed up here. Petty's going to be surveying the field. Got some time. Throwing to the bottom of your screen and double coverage. It looks like it was batted down there by the defender.
It's an absolute head-scratching call. I don't know if I agree with throwing that into double coverage. And to answer the question, Laramie, yes, it is in fact pretty windy today.
It's very windy here. 95 degrees. As we see a bomb here for the Bulldogs, it almost held on to it. 4th and 7, and another stop here. I did not expect the defensive stalemate here, Dominic.
I'm flabbergasted there. Petty couldn't have put that ball any better. That's completely in and out of the hands. I don't want to harp on the drops, but you've got to do better than that.
You got to get those for your guy here, especially after last week. Georgia fell to Ohio State last week, the #1 offense in the league, but they did get a great win against Virginia Tech here, and it held them to 19, Dominic. So the Bulldogs, I'm interested to see what they do here tonight. So let's see what they do as Del Este comes out here, pistol formation for the Oklahoma Sooners. Tight end in motion, top of your screen here, Dominic. They're going to pass it once again here. Throwing down the middle of the screen, finding the open man. Get the extra yards is Roger Blackwell with the catch.
Good hands by Blackwell, bringing that in, being hit immediately as he caught that. Not a lot of time, drop back, 2-3, immediately had it out. Perfect timing, both players, perfect execution.
Brought down there by King Harris of the Bulldogs. Play action pass, thrown to the tight end. Tried to stay in bounds to get some extra yardage. They do give him the catch here, Dominic.
I mean, does it really matter if the catch registers not a nothing? I mean, it's a pretty stat, but I mean, really?
Yeah, no, good point. That's fair. 2nd and 10 here. Looks like wide receiver in motion. They're going to go right to him. Bounce off the first defender, getting a 3rd and inches, or a Tony 10 here, Dominic. 3rd and inches to go.
I was wondering how long it would take to see a Tony 10 tonight. And just to go back and harp on that last play, actually, I'll get to it after this play.
Pistol formation here, 3rd and inches. Let's see what Del Este's got. Man in motion, bottom of your screen. Going to pass it here on 3rd and inches. Georgia throws the pressure. High back and gets the ball. Trucks off the defender here. Yost gets a 5-yard reception. She is a monster.
Check out the stiff arm work on her, Zach. I felt that up here. What a phenomenal run.
And a nice run once again. This time to William Avery, 8-yard rush. 2nd and 2 here. And interesting, Dominic. Bulldogs only have 7 yards this quarter, and Oklahoma has 120, but the score's still 0-0 here, Dominic.
Well, with Oklahoma controlling time of possession and running behind the Hydra, it's not a head-scratcher.
Play action, tried to find open man, and does. What a laser. Roger Blackwell getting the catch.
Just found the open space on what looks like some really, really soft coverage. Georgia's back's now against the wall. Unfortunately, it's a familiar position from last week. I really need to see Georgia stiffen up here and really lock down one more time.
Georgia has the talent in the secondary. Tyrell Trust, Nick Lee, Malik Austin, and Luke Fuego, one of the many. Del Este throwing a man in motion, trying to get past the D lineman. It fumbles the ball, brought down. I believe the Bulldogs have it, Dominic.
That's such a heartbreaking end to this drive. I commented on it last week. While the rookie is absolutely tearing it up as a freshman this year, he is prone to some rookie mistakes like turnovers. He had a turnover last week, and it looks like it's continuing this week. You've got to have better hand discipline. You have to hold on to that ball. Bring it up to your body when you're getting ragdolled like that.
Nick Lee, the safety for the Bulldogs, gets the fumble recovery here. Georgia, once again, a great stop here. 1st and 10 here. Let's see what they got. Man under the center, and they do catch it. I think it hit the O-lineman's head there, Dominic.
Incredible catch by Carter. But I do want to hark back to that last fumble. I asked for the Georgia D to step up, and step up they did. Absolute shots going out to the Georgia D.
Great job, Georgia. Play action, trying to find the man. It just gets rid of it here. I like to highlight both teams' defenses here. For Oklahoma, I'm looking at Jackson Brown, Jackson Chambers. We've also got TJ Blackman, Martavis Mack, to name a few for the Sooners. 3rd and 5 here. Let's see what the Bulldogs have. Shotgun formation here. Got some time, feeling some pressure. Throwing a deep pass, trying to find the open man, and intercepted by the Oklahoma Sooners here. Trying to get past, bringing the 50, the 40, brought down at the 35-yard line, Dominic.
So I was getting ready to make a call of myself that I was wanting to see a big night out of Brian Singletary, but Jackson Brown absolutely said, "Hey, hold on, I've got this. Don't worry about it. I'll get this ball back for us." What a stellar catch by the defense, but what an underthrow by Petty.
Jackson Brown, the 5'9" corner from Kissimmee, Florida, with the first interception of the season. Congratulations, Jackson. Just like that, the Sooners get the ball back. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation, man in motion. It's like possible option play here, Dominic. And it's going to be exactly that. Trying to pitch it. They almost did, but luckily held on to it. 1-yard rush by Del Este.
Well, it seems to me like the fumble by Del Este to end that last drive didn't seem to bother him whatsoever. Took the ball himself, held on to it. Good to see that he's got his hands back.
Shotgun formation here. Got some time here. Throwing to the halfback here. Breaking off the 1st, breaking off the 2nd, and gang tackle had to bring her down. DJ Yost with a 6-yard catch.
I don't know if I can keep harping on Yost. Like, Yost is an absolute phenomenal back with just such power and athleticism.
Going right to her. It gets just enough. TJ Yost, she gets 4 yards to get a 1st down for the Oklahoma Sooners.
Absolute beautiful, just burning sure and kept those legs moving, held that ball out, and made sure to get the most out of that.
Going 5 wide here. Del Este looks like a play action. Going to be throwing down the middle of the field and getting another 1st down. Tommy Novell with the catch there.
See, that's just beautiful execution in the red zone. You always got to think, if you have a big body tight end, go show him some love in the red zone, have him go over the middle, go get you some tough yards.
Going to get some tough yards as Yost trying to do exactly that. I'm sorry, William Avery, my apologies there. Getting back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10 here, Dominic.
No, it looks to me like they decided to give Yost a little bit of a breather and put Avery in. Unfortunately, it didn't have the right result.
At the end of the 4th here, Dominic, we've got a great game going on. Missed kicks and turnovers and stops. We've got a defensive stalemate. Georgia and Oklahoma tied up 0-0 as we go into the 2nd quarter. This is CFSL on PX1 Sports. We are back here, Dominic. Oklahoma back in the red zone here, trying to get some points up. Last time they were here, kicker was not able to successfully make it. And we're going to see a rush by Del Este, but Georgia's not having it, brought down for the sack by Toad Danger.
And see, that's also a slight problem that I have with Del Este that I harped on last week. You did still have a lot of pocket integrity there, even though you had some pressure to the front. Del Este is too quick to want to immediately just escape out of the pocket a la Bo Nix. You got to trust in yourself to stay in the pocket, make that slight move, keep your eyes downfield, and make a read.
Twos in chat, please. Thank you, Roger Blackwell. 3rd and 17, Del Este. Let's see if he can keep some pocket presence here, as they're certainly going to throw. Got that pistol formation, trying to find somebody. Throws to the bottom of the screen, trying to find the open man, and throws it in coverage. Crenshaw Crawford with the deflection.
Absolute beautiful deflection by Crawford. I think this Georgia defense does want this more than I was led to believe to start. Beautiful stop by the Georgia D.
Georgia able to hold Oklahoma to a field goal, which is no gimme as we saw there. But the Sooners get the first point on the board here in this second quarter. Oklahoma up 3-0, Georgia.
All right, well, and at this point, I mean, the math's quite simple. The Georgia D is firing on all cylinders. They're making stops. They're making the Hydra look human. You've got to see if this Georgia offense can come out there and pay the defense. Look to see a lot out of the offense this drive.
Got a lot of talent. They got Jason Dodd, Lucas Leak, Austin Peters. They've got two talented halfbacks. They've got all of it here, Dominic. Let's see what they've got here to start the second quarter. Brandon Petty under the center here, passing to the open man. It's number 35, Hayden Carter with the catch.
Well, also, don't forget to give some love to Jeff Master. When you need a master catch with master hands, you look to go to Jeff Master.
Jeff Master, the freshman 3-star from Illinois. 1st and 10 here, going to be 3-step drop, throwing to the open man, getting a respectable 4-yard reception. Lucas Leak, the tight end there.
I don't think I'm going to have any arguments here going to the big boys early and often.
Early and often from Dominic here. Let's see the tight ends follow up suit. 2nd and 6 here. Got some time, feeling some pressure, able to get it out. And perfect throw in between coverage. Hayden Carter, once again, catch.
Looks like Hayden Carter and Brandon Petty are getting on the same page right now. If they can keep up this rhythm and they can stay on their 1s and 2s, this could be a lethal drive for the combination.
Petty held it to the last second there, Dominic. As you see, he got lit up.
Sometimes you got to take the payments for those.
I take the payments here. Bulldogs were looking to try to do that as they go under center once again. Man in motion, bottom of your screen. They're going to pass from under center, feeling the pressure, gets the ball out. Looks like a little face mask, not called there. The master with the ball there, Dominic.
I don't know if I agree with that no call there, but, you know, sometimes, you know, the occasional one will get away from you. Beautiful catch, beautiful haul in. Look to see it continue.
Let's see what Petty's got here. Feeling some momentum. 2nd and 4 here. Gets it out. Quick pass. Lucas Leak, 1-yard reception. 3rd and 3 here, Dominic.
Well, Leak tried to leak out to the flat. Unfortunately, that leak got patched up pretty quickly.
Yeah, so there really wasn't a leak there, Dominic. I see what you did there, buddy. Brandon Petty here. 3rd and 3. Feeling the pressure. Finding the open man. 1st down and more. This is going to be Jason Dodd, the senior, with the catch.
It's a beautiful catch and run by Dodd. Great to see him get down, hold on to the ball. This Georgia offense looks like they're up to the task of answering the call of paying back that defense.
Did not have a successful first quarter of the Bulldogs. And you know Gene, I know Gene quite well. He is not happy with that. 1st and 10 here. Going to be a read option here. I like to see when Petty uses his wheels, trying to get the touchdown. It does. Georgia is on the board with a Brandon Petty rushing touchdown.
And Petty said, well, if Jet's not taking off, let me go ahead and call mine to ATC and let me go ahead and take off myself. What a beautiful hold in just nothing but wide open spaces. Found that tunnel and just rode it in for 6.
Brandon Petty, Dominic, is a very athletic quarterback for the Bulldogs. I've been thinking to myself, and I think I mentioned to you earlier, a very athletic quarterback. I love that they're utilizing his wheels. These Sooners get the ball back, looking to make a response here. The Bulldogs have all the momentum here, Dominic. You're the Sooners. What are we doing here?
Well, it's very uncharacteristic that Oklahoma is getting bottled up. They haven't had much problems moving the ball down the field the first 2 games. They've got to keep the ball in motion.
Del Este pistol formation going right up the middle to Yost. She gets an 8-yard rush there. 2nd and 2.
Like I said, if you're calling the offense on this drive, you just have to keep it cool, calm, complex. Maybe make a couple of, you know, weird plays in there, but just do what you do and run the ball.
Man in motion here, going to go to number 6. That's Roger Blackwell getting some nice yardage there. 3-star with 15 yards.
Well, hey, I called for the weird play, and weird play was right on cue. Absolute beautiful way to keep them on their toes and way getting west and east. I almost forgot my compass for a second.
Yeah, you know what? The only way I know that, Dominic, is I think never eat soggy waffles. That's the only way I remember it. So, you know, there are worse ways to remember. Del Este getting the ball in pistol formation. Go to Yost. She gets 8 yards on the play.
See, I want to entertain that never eat soggy waffles. There's an entire TED talk on that. So we're going to save that for post game.
Yeah, TED Talks are not allowed during college football. So 2nd and 2 here. We're getting right back at it. Del Este, pistol formation once again. Read option, keeps it here. Goes to the outside, breaks past the defender. That was close, Dominic. But Del Este gets the 7-yard rush there.
You know, I was originally coming to bat to say I don't agree about getting outside. You had a wide gap in the middle. You could have taken that upfield, but you still got the first down, so no complaints.
Pistol full house here. Gonna go to William Avery, but the Bulldogs are like, yeah, no, you're just gonna go down there, buddy.
No, not even that. That was an absolute shotgun from the strong safety Nick Lee.
Nice play by Nick Lee, the safety there. Del Este, man in motion pistol, calling a little audible here. They're gonna pass it this time. Gets the open man in motion, able to go down the middle of the field and get open. Tommy Novell with the 17-yard catch.
Hey, when in doubt, big boy it out. Absolute beautiful catch by the big man.
Getting some love here in chat, Dominic, so I'm going to entertain them. Demir, Lucas Cobb, I appreciate you being in here. I saw Hobb, I saw Jim Carr, and I believe I saw, who did I see? William Avery earlier, Laramie Larson. Appreciate you guys being in here. Make sure you're in Twitch as well, as we are back in pistol formation. Del Este, play action pass. Trying to find the open man. It does. Dart down the middle of the field to Jake Archer.
Well, I made the joke last week. I'm going to see if it sticks the second week. Del Este was the bow, delivered the arrow shot straight to Jacob Archer. What a beautiful shot over the middle.
Well done, Dominic. I love it. 1st and goal here. Go to Yo, straight up the middle. I'm sorry, William Avery, the 7-yard touchdown run. Oklahoma response here.
Avery said, all right, if y'all want to go put points on the board, hold on, watch this. I have the opportunity to do the funniest thing. Absolute beautiful response by Oklahoma this drive. Now, if you're Georgia's defense, you're going to have to take a look at what they did and come back with answers.
Absolutely great response by Oklahoma. But real quick, Dominic, looks like we got a Twitch update for us.
Yeah, it looks to me like we have a 2-yard touchdown run for Jimbo Hawk as the Spartans take a 24-10 lead on the Tigers with 7:15 left in the second quarter.
Thank you there, Dominic. The Sooners quickly responding here. We've got a ball game as a first quarter was scoreless. Oklahoma's got 10 here, and then Georgia's got 7. We'll see what Georgia can do here, Dominic. For last drive was successful for them, right? What do they do here? What do they do to respond? Got to get some points here, right?
Look, it might sound weird, but I would not be against seeing Brandon Petty run the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
Heading into this game, he was 17 carries for -7 yards, but maybe he's just now getting warm.
Let's see what they do, and they're listening. They're going to run the ball. Get blasted is Jet O'Reilly. Dominic, the Jet did not go for takeoff there.
No, air traffic control corralled them back to the start gate. That jet's looking for some airtime as soon as possible.
Jackson Chambers not letting the Jet get off there. Well done, Chambers. 2nd and 12 here. Petty under center. Looks like tight end in motion. 2 tight end look here for the Bulldogs. Petty calling an audible here. 3-step drop. Got some time. Throwing a bomb. Trying to find the open man in wrong uniform. The Sooners get another interception. Roman Pushkin, the freshman 4-star, with the interception there.
An absolutely massive turnover. So you still got 4:20 left in the second quarter. You can have plenty of time. You could really choke out the clock if you want to and try to go score. Otherwise, it's just a heartbreaking throw to Master. Just a little bit early, a little more air into the ball. Master's got the master hands, and he's walking in for 6.
Absolutely there, Dominic. The Bulldogs made plenty of stops here in the first quarter, but allowed a touchdown on this last drive. Let's see what they do here. Looks like it's going to be an option play. Del Este keeps it, got some room to go, breaks off the defender there, down to the 5, brought down at the 3-yard line, Dominic.
It seems to me like the Hydra is awake and is now hungry. What an absolute lethal run by Del Este. Way to fight off the would-be tacklers and just moving down there. If you're Georgia's D, you don't have a lot of real estate to give up here.
Dominic, I absolutely love it that there was 2 blockers for the quarterback there on the run. Absolutely amazing teamwork. As we see a 1st and goal here, Del Este, and then go wide here, 5 wide. Getting the pressure, finding the open man. Laramie Larson with the touchdown catch.
Oh, absolute two-play hitter-quitter drive. Just absolute beautiful masterclass. You didn't have a lot of real estate to work with. You punched it in an efficient time, but don't think it's sweet now. Georgia still has time to go back and respond before we get into the half. Not everything is safe here for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Georgia's still very much in this here, Dominic. As you mentioned, those 2 turnovers we've seen for the Bulldogs, they were just not quite thrown correctly, Dominic, which obviously is every interception, right? But if they get a little bit more in those passes by Petty, those could have been touchdowns. So see if the Bulldogs get here as we get a return brought out to the 25-yard line, and Luke Fuego with the 28-yard return, excuse me.
It's a pretty hot start to the drive if I said so. But then again, what do I know? I just make bad jokes up here.
Brandon Petty in pistol formation here. Let's see what they got. I like that he's not under center here. They're going to run the ball. Trips over the defender there. Gets 3 yards. Dominic, we've got a Twitch update for us. Can you share that?
Yes, we do. We have a 3-yard touchdown run for Robert Wetzel as Clemson looks to claw back into it 24-17 with 5:45 in the second. And air traffic control is not letting the jet take off. They got the turf monster in last drive.
Brandon Petty, 3-step drop here and not able to hold on to it. Oklahoma sends the pressure and he's not able to hold on to it. 3rd and 7 here, Dominic.
Absolute blanket coverage by the Oklahoma defense. They're stepping up and they're making stops.
Brandon Petty under center once again, got some time. Going to be seeing another bomb here, Dominic. 1-on-1 here, and Brian Singletary makes a deflection. Great play by the corner.
Beautiful deflection there by Singletary. I don't know if I agree with taking the long shot there. You still had plenty of time to still try to go make a move. I'm scratching my head if I'm on the Georgia sideline.
And just like that, the Sooners make another stop here, Dominic. Nice play there by Brian Singletary, the free safety. As we see, DJ Yost, she also returns. It seems like she does everything here, Dominic. As we look at the prolific offense by quarter and also just in total, Dominic, what are your thoughts?
I mean, what more can you say besides, wow? Said if you're Georgia, you have to come out and you have to start stringing drives. If Oklahoma gets out ahead, it's too late.
Del Este making some moves here. Nice little read option keeper, 9-yard rush here. And honestly, Dominic, if you're the Sooners, you're up 10. You don't have to do a lot. All you got to do is not turn the ball over here.
Zed, and unfortunately, that does seem to be the Achilles heel of this offense.
Let's keep an eye on that for sure. As we saw a fumble earlier, Dominic. Shock pistol formation here. Going to keep it. Del Este trying to make a move and sack for a 2-yard rush. Lost. Excuse me.
Said absolute beautiful wrap up by Petty John. She is absolutely the shot in the arm that the defense needs tonight. I would also look to see getting Jamison Lee, King Harris, and maybe even Smoke Vasquez more involved on that defense.
See what they got here. This is huge 3rd down here for the Bulldogs defense here. 3rd and 3. Going to be a read option keeper. Del Este up the middle. Just gets enough there.
Mateo was trying to go to the house, and nobody was home to defend that doorstep. Absolute nobody there in the middle as Del Este just tears it up for a 1st down.
Clock is ticking here, and we got Del Este by himself once again here. It looks like going to be an option play, going to fake it, trying to find somebody, throws down the middle of the field. Perfect pass and catch there, Roger Blackwell, the 70-yard catch.
Beautiful throw by Del Este there to Blackwell. You see Del Este running so much, you forget the kid does have a cannon, and he's not afraid to let it rip. Beautiful post route downfield.
Beautiful post route, beautiful play, beautiful read. And as you mentioned, Del Este is so dangerous that you forget that Del Este can throw the ball here. Let's see what they got. 1st and 10, a lot of options here for the Sooners offense. Pistol formation once again. Bulldogs possibly calling a zone defense or a zone blitz there. DJ Yost, she gets 4 yards on the play.
Good gang tackle by the defense. Yost unfortunately got all that she could. Not too much, but you'd like to see a little bit more punch here and there.
5 red zone attempts and only 3 conversions there, Dominic. Interesting little stat that we saw there. Neville with the catch there, 6 receptions.
So the big boy's just under 50 yards. If I'm thinking about it, I'm looking to go to get my tight ends this ball fast and in a hurry. Get this 1st down.
Georgia appears to be sending the blitz here. 3rd and 1. Play action pass. Finding the open man. Able to get just enough there. Aaron Morgan with the 5-yard reception. Beautiful play call there, Dominic.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks to me like that might be one of the walk-on tight ends for the Oklahoma offense.
Listen, big boys get all the love. However, so feeling the pressure, throwing the dart, getting out of bounds. Zahart, 6-yard reception at about the 1-yard line there, Dominic.
But I would like to say Nostradamus has finally arrived, calling the play to the tight end for the first.
2nd and goal here. Georgia sending another zone blitz here. Possible read option. It's going to be exactly that. Del Este keeps it. Touchdown, Mateo Del Este.
No edge defender, no problem. Could have done cartwheels into the end zone. Absolute beautiful key by Del Este.
Dangerous man here is Del Este. Oklahoma looking to continue the hot start they had, Dominic. I know DT Hall quite well, and he really wasn't shrugging off all of the people putting his team away. 2-0 with wins over, I just want to make sure I got this right, a win over his old team Notre Dame and Oregon, who he also helped out. So shout out to DT. Appreciate all you do, man. He's helped me out as well. Georgia, 1 minute and 20 seconds here, Dominic. What are we doing? We got 3 timeouts. So what are you calling here?
I don't want to sound like a stick in the mud too early, but you just got to find a pulse on this drive. You have to find some type of offense. You have to find something to keep you alive.
Shotgun formation. He's got a lot of time here. Throwing it to the defender. Another interception. And Pushkin with the interception. The 2nd on the night.
Well, unfortunately, that is exactly not what I just said was needing to be done. Just absolutely let that ball hang up there. Just put it on an air balloon, send it to him. Just head scratching at this point.
Oklahoma got an opportunity to extend the lead. Let's see what they got here. Got plenty of time. Throwing to the open. Man, what a throw and catch there. And Del Este can't pass as he just laughs at us.
D-O-T dot. What an absolute frozen rope out of bounds. That is a beautiful ball placement.
And I just love it, Dominic. Roger Blackwell in chat with us supporting 3-star, just doing his thing. I love it. 2nd quarter here, 1 minute, 10 seconds, feeling the pressure, gets it out just in time. Gonna lose a yard there. Timeout as soon as DT wants to calm the team down and see what he can get dialed up.
Well, that was either a busted offensive play or the defense knew exactly where that was going.
Great guess by the defense. Yo's trying to get up the middle here, 3-yard rush. We're gonna see some time fall off here, Dominic.
Said it looks like they're gonna no. I guess never mind.
5 of 8. They're calling a hurry up there. It's super interesting, but it works. Elijah Miller with the touchdown.
And Elijah Miller has just submitted their application to the 10 toes down challenge. What a beautiful toe drag swag out the back of the end zone. At this point, that's just perfect. That's just picture perfect ball placement. You knew where your feet were. Way to drag. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Dominic, looks like the Sooners kept us confused and the Bulldogs. It looks like Georgia just sat there for one scrimmage. They weren't expecting that there. As Oklahoma extends the lead 31-7 here, Dominic. 49 seconds here left in the half.
At this point, let's just call it. I'm going to speak the mind of everybody in chat. If you're Georgia, knee it out, get out of the half, lick our wounds. Let's go talk about it in the locker room.
As we see the highlights here, not going Georgia's way. Still plenty of time. I can attest to that. I've been on both sides of it. It's not fun. It's bound to happen. They're going to get the ball going here. Georgia, but in the playoffs, they're a seasoned team here, Dominic. I know Gene. I know his staff. I know they've got a lot that they want to work on here. And it starts with passing. 8 of 17 with 3 interceptions, Dominic, is not going to get the job done.
You took the words out of my mouth. I can't add anything of value to that. That's absolutely correct.
Oklahoma sends a corner blitz there and just gets blasted, but able to get rid of it. Jet O'Reilly with the catch there. Got some time to get some points here, Dominic.
Oh, well, it seems like the Jet was cleared for taxiway because the Jet's starting to get a little motion. Maybe we see something to kickstart the end of this half?
Roger Blackwell, no Diddy here in the CFSL, my friend, so I'm not going to talk about that. Brandon Petty under center here, 1st and 10. Going to be surveying the field here. Got some time, throws to the open man, and shakes off the defender there. Georgia calls the timeout, 7-yard reception.
While you still do have a pocket full of timeouts to test the middle, I wouldn't look to try to go over the middle with time burning down too often.
2nd and 3 here. Got some time finding the open man here. Another reception, this time to Jason Dodd, 8-yard reception here. Timeout once again, but Oklahoma is looking to get a stop here. Total yards 3-1 essentially, as Georgia is in shotgun formation here. Going to be surveying the field as Petty. Going to be running it. I like this. We both talked about this, Dominic. Getting some extra yardage there, and 16-yard rush there. Going to be going hurry up here, Dominic.
I'm pretty sure I did speak about it early. If you're Georgia's offense, let Petty run.
20 seconds on the clock here. Petty just throwing it, getting out of bounds. I like the play call here, Dominic.
I said, big boy love, getting that ball quick, getting out of bounds, make the move, make the stop, reset the chain. Well, not exactly reset the chain, but you get where we're going with this. Just steady movement forward.
Steady moving forward. That's all you got to do here for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 5, finding the open man, going to the outside, going out of bounds. A 6-yard reception to Austin Peters here.
Now, to play devil's advocate to my previous statement, you're now sniffing at the red zone. You have one timeout. Do you get a little aggressive and take a shot?
Let's see what they do here. Got some time. Fine. The middle is open for them on this drive as it goes right back to Jason Dodd. They got 10 seconds here. Let's see what they do here. 1 or 2 plays left here, Dominic. Let's see what Petty's got dialed up. 10 seconds, and the clock is ticking here.
If I'm Petty, I'm taking a shot to the end zone.
We're going to see exactly that. And touchdown, Uriah Price. Bulldogs back on the board.
And that is how you call a less than 2-minute drill. Beautiful execution, using your timeouts well, and just finding a strike right in the end zone. Almost as time goes out to go into the half. You've got to ride this confidence out.
Going for 2 here so they can make it a 2-possession game here. Dominic under center here. Man in motion. Let's see what they got dialed up here. Got some time. Lots of time. And just perfect coverage by the Sooners.
Well, unfortunately, lots of time equals lots of time to get off the ground and still go get the quarterback. You've either got to tuck and run that or you've got to throw it away. Your timer has to be going off in the back of your head.
Absolutely, Dominic. Taking the words from my mouth here as we get ready to go into half here, Dominic.
Just, I wish the score on the ticker didn't really tell the story of 2 halves, but unfortunately it really did. Oklahoma just about has the freedom to do as they will on both offense and defense, and Georgia is still trying to find a pulse and trying to find movement in the right direction on both sides. What about you?
Oklahoma up 31-13 here, Dominic. Thank you for the insight there. Georgia not doing well here except for that last drive. When Petty uses his legs here, Dominic, he does well. The Bulldogs have had made stops and they need it. They're still very much in this, but I'm excited to see what they've got planned here in the second half. 2 of the best game planners in the CFSL we've got here, and Oklahoma just looks dynamic on offense, Dominic.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this out here because I will happily die on this hill tonight. And chat, quote me, take this to the grave, put it in league chat if you need to. If Georgia wants to find success, let Petty run. If you let them respect the run, you have the chance to open up that pass and you can get the Oklahoma D to give you some breathing space. I would really start at home with Petty, try to look to get the jet in, maybe get some other touches from Will McKnight, but you have got to find your identity on the ground.
As you look at the first half stats here, Dominic, it makes a lot of sense, right? Oklahoma has a quarterback that's mobile and a great passer, and Georgia has a great quarterback who has made some nice rushes, right? But they really haven't done much besides him on the ground there. Any final thoughts as we go into this third quarter here?
Not really much more I can really say. I'm just hoping to see both teams come out here and just light the board on fire.
And Georgia looking to do that as they scored before half here. 3s in chat, guys. I would appreciate that. As Luke Fuego gets a 24-yard return. Bulldogs ready to get started here, Dominic. Let's see what Brandon Petty's got here. So we're in shotgun formation. He's surveying the field. Going to be passing it here on the first play. Finding the defender there.
Oh, that's absolutely heartbreaking for Jason Dodd to drop that. But also, way on the defender to not give up and not quit interfering on that play. Absolute good breakup.
Great break up there. Brandon Petty, shotgun formation again. Got a lot of time. Tried to do something. Just threw it away there.
Well, unfortunately, you throw 2 incompletions to start the drive, and now you're facing third and chains. It's starting to fall into predictability stages now.
1 of 5 on the night on 3rd down. Let's see what they do here. Got some time. Feeling the pressure. Trying to throw another deep pass, and they had it, but not able to connect there, Dominic.
No, unfortunately, Petty's got the cannon, but unfortunately, Petty needs to turn down the settings a little bit. If he hits that in stride, we're walking to the crib.
Looks like, Dominic, that the wind took that a little bit. Again, it's a very windy night here in Oklahoma. So unfortunately, they weren't able to connect here, but it's something to keep an eye on for these deep passes, which we haven't seen tonight, and the wind is because of it, Dominic.
No, and I'm pretty sure the last time the wind took something so strong like that, I'm pretty sure they weren't in Kansas anymore.
Absolutely. As Georgia sends his own blitz here, top of the field. Got some time, trying to find something. Check down, almost intercepted there by Crenshaw Crawford.
Absolute beautiful breakup by Crawford, but if you're Crawford, you know you want to take that back. Oh, it hurts to see so many opportunities for points taken off the board.
Going right back to the ground here, which is Oklahoma's bread and butter, getting up a 3-yard rush, setting up a respectable 3rd and 7 here.
This is right where Georgia defense is wanting to be. They've got to have to keep this Hydra in check and just keep pressure on the receivers.
Nice stop there by Malik Austin, 3rd and 7. Got some time, trying to find the open man. It does. Trying to break off the first one. It does as well. Roger Blackwell, 17-yard catch.
Well, unfortunately, I feel like I need to stop being asked what I think they need to do to make adjustments here and there, because almost every time I've opened my mouth, it's gone completely the other way around. Maybe not throw it to me.
That broadcaster curse is not a thing, Dominic. Don't say it. Luke Fuego with the stop there for the Bulldogs. Pistol formation here for Del Este. Going to be passing it, feeling the pressure, gets rid of it, and just tries to do something. Not able to hold on to it there.
Well, unfortunately, Del Este is trying to make wide receiver sandwiches on the field and just absolutely launched a hospital pass if I've seen one this season. Absolutely devastating shot.
Absolutely, and there's double coverage, and then there was that as we see Avery get a 1-yard rush. 3rd and 9 here, Dominic.
Said if you're Oklahoma, I don't want to say, hey, you guys are locked in and loaded. It's looking a little scary on offense. Need to try to get these second half shakies down.
Going to be a spread here. Going to be going down the middle of the field and fights for the extra yardage. The Archer with the first down conversion.
And another bullseye shot to the Archer, and absolutely just gets the first down, nothing more, nothing less. Resets the downs, and let's see if they can get these jitters under control.
Del Este 22 of 29 on the night here. Looks like we're going to get another option play here. Going to be a keeper. Del Este got some room to work, and just if it was staying on the outside, Dominic, they might have been a little more, but still gets a respectable 8-yard rush.
I really was expecting Del Este to pitch that off. I think if he pitched that off early before he cuts upfield, I think that's walking for 15, 20 more yards.
Absolutely. Playing it safe there, though. I like that. As they go right at the middle, Avery gets blasted for a 2-yard rush, setting up a 3rd and 1, though.
Well, I mean, you have no choice but to like it. Oklahoma's up by more than 2 possessions. You need to go ahead and start bleeding the clock and start thinking about next week, but you have to still pay some respect.
Still plenty of time here, Dominic, as Del Este's pistol formation. Play action pass, trying to find the open man. Perfect play call on 3rd and short. The tight end, Novell, with the 6-yard catch.
You've heard it once. It's not the last time you'll hear it again. Big boy love. Beautiful first down conversion by the big tight end, Novell.
Novell had 9 catches last week. Already has 8 now. Doing great. As we see another option. This time it's going to the halfback here, Yost. She gets a respectable 4-yard rush there.
I said 10 rushes for 55 yards. At 5.5 a touch, I'm taking that every time. I don't know about you, Zach.
Absolutely. I'll take that every time for sure. As you see the last day pistol formation here, getting some wheels churning here. Didn't like what he saw and gets a first down. Once again, it looked kind of easy there, Dominic.
While it does look easy, you do have to remember, you have to live to see another play. You've got to start thinking about sliding and getting down. I don't know how many standing up shots you can take and stay in the game.
Coverage play there by the Bulldogs. Doing it once again. Del Este's got some time trying to get in between the defenders. 8 yards on the play here.
Well, Del Este is doing a good job of trying to prove me wrong, so never mind. As is.
The Sooners are rolling here. 2nd and 2 here. Going to be a read option. Going to the halfback. Brought down. Right back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 here, Dominic.
I hate to say it, but I think if she cuts up a little bit early, I think Yost can fit through one of those slots there. Really should have been cut up a little bit earlier.
Oklahoma 9 of 12 on 3rd down here, Dominic. 3rd and 2, going right back to the halfback, and Avery fights for the touchdown run.
When in doubt, Hydra it out. Absolute beautiful execution of the Hydra offense there on the goal line. Beautiful way to punch it in and look to see if Georgia can make any corrections moving forward.
Avery and Yost are a dynamic halfback duo. They really have shared the carries in the backfield, Dominic, which is really hard to do. So toast to them, and Del Este being the general out there is great. As Oklahoma goes up 38-13 here, Dominic. Georgia gets the ball back here. They got to get Petty going here, right?
Well, you gotta get Petty going, but you gotta get Petty to rein in the accuracy. Many would-be catches that were in stride would have been cribbed. He's got to rein in that accuracy. He's got to calm down.
Hunky Dory, you're talking about D'Angelo Williams right there. Love that. Panthers had an awesome running back duo. Going to be going down the middle of the field, not able to hold on to it. Great play there by Oklahoma.
It's that beautiful breakup there by the defense. Absolute textbook play.
D'Angelo Williams, the Panthers running back that Hunky is talking about in chat. 2nd and 10 here. Going to be throwing to the defender there, not able to hold on to it. Pushkin's not allowing anything tonight, Dominic.
You know, if I'm Petty, I think I'm scheduling a optometrist appointment on Monday, because I'm starting to wonder if he's seeing with double vision downfield.
3rd and 10 here. Halfback screen coming. Got some room. Got some decent blocks in a 4th and short. Now barely a 4th and 1, Dominic.
Hey, well, apparently his vision was just fine right there. I don't know if I agree with this plan. You're down so much, you have to start going for it as early as possible.
And I just wanted to shout out everybody in the chat. We've got DT, we've got Laramie Larson, Roger Blackwell, Jim Carr, Hunky, a couple other people in here. We appreciate you guys showing up on the final night of Week 3 action in the CFSL. As you look at the game track here, Del Este's been everything as advertised, Dominic. It's so hard to game plan for him. Passing, incredible efficiency, running it when needed. It's been a masterclass game so far for Del Este.
Absolutely, but you have to give credit to the entire class. You have to give credit to Yost, Avery, Miller, Archer, Larson, Blackwell. Would like to see a little more love to Hart, but that's just me personally. And then of course the big tight end Neville. It's an entire ensemble. It's not just the one player.
Del Este pistol formation. He gets 1 yard there, Dominic. That was an interesting play.
I don't know. It looked to me like the offensive line started thinking about dinner after the game. That was a lights were on, no one was home kind of start.
Oklahoma only 3 yards away from 400 on that night here. 2nd and 9. Thrown to the defender, almost intercepted there by Chad Pearson.
You know what, Hunky Dory, you are absolutely correct. You know, Este has been playing clean and efficiently. You would like to see, the turnover early brought back, but you're not wrong.
3rd and 9 here, trying to throw it deep, and finds the open man. Laramie Larson with a 32-yard catch.
D.O.T. What a beautiful downfield strike. Absolutely looks like it was even back shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. Let me watch this back one more time. No, front shoulder. Just had absolute air and opportunity between him and the goal line.
Quick update over on Twitch for us, Dominic.
Yeah, we have a 19-yard touchdown pass to Paul Gavin as Clemson ties it up at 27 with Michigan State with 2:15 left in the 3rd.
Great game going over there on Twitch as we see a run coming back to this one. DJ Yost, she's brought down for a 3-yard rush. The Bulldogs D line seems to be, it's it's the 3rd quarter, but they seem to be getting a little bit better on the halfbacks this half, Dominic.
Well, they need to learn how to get onto Del Este as well. You got to get everybody.
Great option going to number 32, Marshall Moreno, getting 4 yards, 3rd and 3, which I'd normally be concerned about, Dominic, but the Sooners have been incredibly efficient tonight.
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better. And also, I want to throw out there, I think Moreno is playing on the wrong team here tonight.
3rd and 3 here. William Avery with the 4-yard rush. William Avery, only 2.8 yards per carry, but the 2 touchdowns there, Dominic. So he's doing what he needs to do, man.
But also credit McPherson for 9 tackles.
Absolutely. McPherson, 9 tackles on the night, doing well here. As we see Avery get 6 yards. Must have heard me talking. Gets the average up over 3 there.
Hey, like I said earlier, 5.5 you'll take. Even 3 a carry. I'm taking that every time.
Toe Danger with the tackle there. The sophomore from City Pond, California. 2nd and 4 here. Got some time. Throwing it deep, trying to find the open man. It does. Touchdown, Sooners.
And you got to think, if you're Brandon Bernstall, this is probably the worst time to come into the game. I know that's got to be a little bit of a rough start to the chat, but we're lovely to have you here. Meanwhile, absolute dart to the back of the end zone, number 5. What an absolute beautiful throw by Deleste.
Perfect timing there. Archer with a touchdown. Oklahoma needed that. Take some points off in the half. Kind of calm things down there, Dominic. A great play there by the Sooners as they go up 45-13. Dominic, we've got a Twitch update for everybody.
Yes, we do, and I will have it to you in just a second after we watch this beautiful kickoff.
That's hoping to get a beautiful return here, and Georgia gets a decent return, 19-yard return by Jet O'Reilly. As we look at the Pacific Life game summary, it's been almost 3-1 total yards, first downs, pretty much every statistic there, Dominic, which is super interesting.
Oh no, absolutely. And if you're Georgia at this point, you've got to shake something up. You have to try something different.
Still plenty of time. We've seen crazier comebacks happen. We had 2 onside kicks? Was it last week or the week before? Return or they got 2 onside kicks. I want to say it was Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, Oklahoma. Yes,
yeah,
I had the honor of calling that.
That must have been insane. As we see Petty under center here, going to be running the ball, which is a great call, keeping them on their toes. Jet O'Reilly with the 5-yard rush. Dominic, I believe we have the update here.
Yes, we do. I do have a 47-yard touchdown pass to Jimbo Hawk, his 3rd touchdown of the night, as Michigan State retakes the lead 34-27 with 1:45 left in the 3rd.
Absolutely. Petty trying to find something, got plenty of time, trying to find the open man. Oklahoma is just killing it in coverage tonight.
So Oklahoma is just absolutely firing on all cylinders tonight. I don't know if this isn't starting the conversation to start pushing them into the top 5.
Well, they're not even ranked yet, Dominic, but after this game, they do hold on to it. They definitely should be, because that reinforces it. Petty is brought down by TJ Banks.
Well, unfortunately, Oklahoma does pass the eye test, but what also passes the eye test to me is having a 99-yard kick return touchdown for Cleveland Edison as Clemson ties it back up again at 34 apiece with 1:34 left in the 3rd.
Absolutely. Great game going over there on Twitch, guys. Make sure you're showing love over there. We've got a great game here as well as the Sooners are just locking down on defense. Georgia, a very dynamic offense, not able to get things going yet. Still plenty of time here, Dominic, but Oklahoma gets the ball back, up multiple scores. Let's see what they've got going on here, Dominic.
Well, listen, if I'm Oklahoma, I'm keeping the ball on the ground. I am trying to milk clock. I know there's still plenty of time left for Georgia to think about doing something, but I'm already looking into next week. I'm trying to keep the players safe. I'm just trying to run and bleed clock.
I'm looking at DT Hall on the sidelines. He keeps tapping on his wrist to say, milk the clock, and they're going to do exactly that here as Yost gets the ball.
Yep, that's 13 rushes for 67 yards. Not the exact same offense that we saw out of her last week, but still respectable numbers knowing that the ball's being shared around.
At the end of the day, as long as you are doing well, it's a team game, Dominic, as you know, as Deleste gets the first down conversion there, eclipsing 110 yards on the night.
So 18 rushes for 110 yards is an absolute incredible stat for a rookie quarterback.
Nick Lee with the stop there for the Bulldogs, feeling the pressure here. Deleste be throwing it. Nice one-handed catch, Roger Blackwell.
And unfortunately, Blackwell coming back to the ball is going to unfortunately put it down as a Tommy 10.
A rough spot there by the refs. Tony 10 for sure. 2nd and inches here. Going to be going a read option right at the middle. William Avery with a 7-yard rush.
I was unfortunately hoping that you weren't going to catch my incorrect name, and we were going to move past that.
Yeah, you know what happens, man. It's all good. As we see pistol formation here from Deleste once again. Time to throw here, feeling some pressure, getting rid of it, finding the open man here, and getting a nice 8-yard reception there is Elijah Miller.
Beautiful fight by Miller, but also absolute beautiful gang tackle by the defense. They rushed to him in numbers and made sure that they stopped it firmly at 8.
one more play here before the end of the third here, guys. Make sure you put up some fours in chat as we see a final pass to the tight end there, Dominic, as Oklahoma is up 45-13 over the Bulldogs. Georgia trying to fight back. Oklahoma looks incredibly dominant tonight. We'll be right back with you. CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. And we are back here, Dominic. Oklahoma is just controlling this game from start to finish, from the second quarter on, rather. It was 0-0 end of the first, as we see Avery get a nice stiff arm and an even better conversion there.
Oh, absolutely, Zach. You are so spot on the money. Absolutely, Oklahoma has been able to flex whatever they want to do on offense and defense, and they're in full control of this game. They have throttled down.
They absolutely did, similar to last week against Notre Dame, but obviously, as you and I mentioned, as we see a nice catch and run there by Neville. But Dominic, as we mentioned last week, Notre Dame came back and they made it a game. So Oklahoma, you definitely don't want that to happen again. That's not good for anybody's health.
Oh no, and it's not even good for the commentator's health. I was on the edge of my seat calling each recovery, going, "What is even happening?" I don't know if my heart can take another repeat of that.
Let's see what they got going on here. Going to be a read option right to the running back in a generous spot. DJ Yost gets the touchdown run. She's like, yeah, no, touchdown. Give me it. I'm going to the end zone.
So she was not being denied. She lowered that shoulder and just absolutely rolled in like her life depended on it. I will agree, it is a little bit of a gracious spot. I'm really baffled that they didn't decide to look at that.
All good there, and all is good for the Oklahoma Sooners as they go 52-13 over the Georgia Bulldogs. Once again, Georgia was ranked and in the playoffs last season. They are no team to be slept on, and there still are crazier things we've seen. Let's see what the Bulldogs pull out here as Petty. We've seen glimpses of greatness, and then we've seen interceptions and sacks and just not stuff you want to see from the Bulldogs offense. Let's see if it turns around here, Dominic.
Absolutely.
Brandon Petty under center here, trying to get something going for this Bulldogs offense. Halfback behind him here. It's going to be a 3-step drop or 5. I can't count. Doesn't matter. Going to the outside, finding the open man. Going to lose 2 yards there. The leak is still going there.
Well, you've got to think. No one wants to have the conversation, but shutout is on your back porch right now. You've got to have that alarm going off if you're Petty.
3, 5, 7, 28 steps. Regardless, it's a drop, and it's a dime there to Georgia. The Bulldogs are looking to get some points here. To the 5, brought down at the 1-yard line, Dominic.
Oh, absolute beautiful stop right when it needed the most. What a beautiful tackle to stop that would-be touchdown. But even more, what a beautiful throw by Petty.
Dominic, you and I have talked about it. There have been multiple plays where Petty's had the opportunity to do the same thing there, and they did it, and it worked. So let's see if they keep doing it, Dominic. That's exactly what they've needed all night, as they're about the half-yard line. Well, that's more than 1-yard line there, as we see Petty under center, man in motion. Let's see if they do here. They're going to pass it once again. Petty wants a touchdown, man. Just throws it out the back of the end zone.
Well, Petty might want a touchdown, but I'm thinking you're on the to-go line. You're right there. You got to hand that ball off to Will McKnight or Jed O'Reilly and punch that in.
Let's see if they do punch that in. They listen to you, and it works. Jed O'Reilly with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And air traffic control has finally released Jed O'Reilly clear for takeoff as he finally puts points on the board for the Georgia offense.
Georgia got to be feeling good about that, Dominic. Great play there. A beautiful pass from Petty to Carter, getting to the 1-yard line, and Jed O'Reilly brings it in. Georgia gets some points on the board.
They never say never. It's still not close, but I like to fight for pride.
Always fight for pride. And if you're DT Hall in Oklahoma, they fumble the ball there. That's exactly what you don't want. But Archer's there to get the ball. I'm sorry, Yost was. Excuse me.
I'm not one to speak what ifs into existence, but if Georgia hops on that, we might start singing a different tune.
I think, what is it? We might hear the fat lady singing or something, Dominic? Anyways, we're going to be going back to the game here as Ralph Brewer gets a 2-yard rush.
Oh, don't mind me, Zach. I was absolutely going to let you drown there by yourself. I was not following.
Yeah. No, you know what? I don't know what I just said. Anyways, Chad McPherson with an awesome 11 tackles tonight. The read option for Del Este. The halfback gets blasted here. Del Este breaks off the outside corner, trying to get the first down and gets stopped, but barely.
Well, apparently it takes half an army to stop Del Este. That was a litany of men who came and tried before finally getting rallied down by the 3rd, 4th, and 5th guy.
Oklahoma 13 of 16 on 3rd down. Let's see what they've got here. Throwing to the top of your screen, man, wide open. Who else but the big man, Dominic?
11 catches, 86 yards, averaging 7.8. If that's not big boy love, I don't know what is.
Again, DT Hall, the master game planner, getting his tight end some love, which is not easy to do. So shout out, DT. Appreciate you, man. Del Este got some time trying to find the open man once again. It does almost the same exact play and position. Yost, she gets 4 yards in the play.
And if you looked at that last stat before the snap of that ball, the stat did show that Georgia had put in a fight to go from a 3-1 deficit to a 2-1 on yards per game.
Absolutely. Great call there, Dominic. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Oklahoma is driving, though. They've got to stop the Bulldog. Another 3rd and inches here as Avery gets 6 yards on the play.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing about a Hydra. You think you stop one, you cut its head off. Well, unfortunately, 2 grow back right in its spot. It's a beast that's hard to handle.
Malik Austin with the stop there. Georgia trying to get a stop. 1 man to beat. And Del Este does. 5-yard rush. First down, Sooners.
You know, Zach, I got to be honest with you. I've seen the MVP chat a little here and there watching Del Este play. Is it about time to start calling him Himothy Del Este?
I don't know about that, Dominic, but you know, I'd love to hear what DT thinks about that. Keaton Harris with the tackle for loss there.
Hey, I'm just saying, I find me the last time you've seen a rookie start so hot for a season. It's nary you find one.
A freshman is what you meant to say, Dominic. I got your back, unlike you with me, but I got you, buddy. As we see Elijah Miller with a 6-yard reception.
Well, I digress. You find me the difference between pro status between rookie and freshman. But yes, I digress. Freshman phenom. Actually, no, freshman phenom just rolls cleaner.
King Harris with the stop there, the 5-star outside linebacker with the play. 3rd and 6, another 3rd down, another opportunity for the Bulldogs to get the ball back there. Let's see if they can do it here. Trying to find the open man, and they finally get a stop there. Bulldogs get the ball back.
No, absolute beautiful breakup by Deshaun Catchings there.
And they don't get the ball back. Oklahoma up 32, and they're going for it. They must not trust the kicker, which we respect because they missed the first one. Gonna throw a deep pass, trying to find somebody, and nobody was there down there.
You know, I'm so glad that you said about not trusting the kicker, because that thought didn't go to my head. I was more going, I think Oklahoma's wanting to shut the story and move on. Absolute good heads up thinking about the kicking.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see Petty shotgun formation here, got some time trying to find the open man, and does. Unable to hold on to it here, Dominic, but we got a quick Twitch update for us.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a 34-yard touchdown run for Jet Sims as Michigan State takes a 44-34 lead with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left remaining in the 4th.
What a game going on over there. 2nd and 10. A halfback draw. I like the play call. Looks like you got more than one, but obviously I'm not a referee, as we got a 3rd and 9 here for the Bulldogs.
Well, Zach, I've got to imagine they're a little bit closer than what we're at, so I think I trust their call over ours.
That is also true. There's a reason we're in the booth, so good call there, Dominic. Man in motion, top of your screen. Halfback screen. Got some room here. Nice little chop back to the old line, and a great conversion there. The 2nd of the night, Dominic. Only 2 times they converted on 3rd down.
No, but it looks like the jet plane is feeling himself and is very comfortable. Absolute beautiful pickup by O'Reilly.
Beautiful play there for sure. 1st and 10 here. Petty's got some time, and just perfect coverage by the Sooners, and a sack by Franklin McLaughlin.
Well, I know I said I'd go down on that hill of let Petty run. Maybe actually taking off, not just scrambling west and east.
And just a perfect coverage there for the Sooners defense. A lot of talent for the Sooners secondary, as we saw there. Petty trying to shake it off. This is the 2nd and 13. Still a lot of time to make some moves here. Got some time, feeling the pressure, throwing it deep, finding the open man once again. To the 10, to the 5, once again. Hayden Carter, but this time he gets the touchdown.
Absolute beautiful laser throw by Petty. Like I said all game, if he hits the man in stride and slows his throw down, he's got walk-in points. Beautiful textbook example right there.
Beautiful textbook example by Hayden Carter. 2nd touchdown of the night and 2nd touchdown of the season, actually, for the senior, which is surprising. Georgia trying to get back into this, Dominic. Still down multiple possessions, but you got to love that team's not giving up. As we see an onside conversion, Dominic, let's see if you're just bad luck, man. And you are not. So I tried to put you on the spot and it didn't work out, so I apologize there, man.
Well, I mean, so here's where you're wrong there. I was bad luck, but I was also good luck in the same sense.
Yeah, you know what? We're getting real astronomical right there, man.
I didn't even study astrophysics.
Anyways, as we see in Mateo Celeste, 32 of 42 on the night, passing the ball, got over 100 yards rushing, doing whatever he wants. As we see 5 wide for the Sooners, got a lot of time, feeling like he wants to do some of his legs, but not able to do anything. Celeste sacked there.
So you've got, I know you want to try to burn the clock, but you've also got to think about the preservation of yourself as a player. You've got to think maybe just throw that one away and live to see another play.
Absolutely. You really got to be careful here. Jad McPherson is a dangerous middle linebacker that the Bulldogs have out there. Great sack by him. As 2nd and 13 here, pistol formation, going to be a play action pass. Going to run it, not listening to us there, Dominic. Fumble on the play. Georgia gets the ball back here, 2nd and 13, and to get the ball, and it's right back to the Bulldogs.
Well, I'd hate to harp back on what I said in the first quarter, but this is the Achilles heel of Celeste, not having proper hand protection. That's now 2 fumbles on the freshman quarterback. You've got to protect the ball when you're out there in open space.
This is a great opportunity for Georgia, even if they're not able to get into this game, Dominic. Conference play is coming up. They've got to learn their playbook, learn what works, and just keep fighting, man. The SEC is a dog fight. I know Georgia is going to be in it. As we see a nice pass there by Petty to Lucas Leak there.
I was again, if you looked at chat, apparently if you're Oklahoma, that's just another Tuesday for you. It's just another day. So maybe they're still in good hands.
1st and 10 here. A rare rush by the Bulldogs tonight, as we see Jed O'Reilly get an 8-yard rush on the play.
Is that 8 rushes, 20 yards, only averaging 2.5, but has the tutty. You really would like to see more out of Jed O'Reilly, but also Will McKnight as well.
Absolutely, as we're faced a 2nd and 2 here, throwing it to the open man, and that's going to be Austin Peters. I believe 2nd catch of the night.
Yeah, 2 catches, 16 yards by the big boy, getting a little love a little too late.
Brandon Petty, as we're under 3 minutes, under center once again, trying to get something going here. Keep feeling out his offense. This team has changed a little bit since last season. As you see Jeff Master with the 6-yard catch.
It's an absolute. It's a shame that Masters only has 2 catches. Would really like to see that ball go to Masters a little bit more.
Dominic, looks like we have a quick Twitch update after this play. As we see a man in motion, bottom of your screen here, going back to the middle of your screen, trying to find something and find somebody, and Austin Peters, 3rd catch. Dominic, give us a quick update with Twitch.
Yep, and it is my honor to tell you guys that Michigan State was able to bleed the clock out and sneak away with the win in Clemson, 44-34.
Clemson is a very young team. They are starting essentially from scratch like Oklahoma did. Oklahoma have a little bit more luck as they are just closing things down, especially on the class there. I expect big things from that Tigers team. Wetzel's a great guy, winning culture from Auburn. Great win there by Drake. And as we get back into it, we're about to hit the 2-minute warning here, Dominic.
Well, it would be the 2-minute warning.
It would be, except it's not, because just kidding, keeping you on your toes, pal. Shotgun formation here for Brandon Petty here, 2nd and goal. Thrown to the bottom of your screen, and it was risky. I hate those long passes.
Love to see you trying to keep me on my toes, Zach. You gotta make sure the rookie next to you is paying attention to all forms.
Always, man. It looks like Oklahoma's going to be sending a blitz here, which is rare. Zone blitz here. Halfback screen. There's a D lineman there. Shakes out the first one. 4th and goal. Will McKnight gets a respectable 4-yard reception.
No, Will McKnight makes a fight, but Will McKnight also went down in the fight. Absolute brutal tackle.
4th and goal here, which could possibly be the final possession here. Got time. Oklahoma only sending 3. It still gets to him. Brandon Petty gets sacked for a 6-yard loss.
And sadly, that's just poor timing there by Petty. He had enough time to file taxes. Probably could have ordered some pickup. And he could have moved out of the pocket. He just stood right there, did not have any type of movement, and unfortunately goes down.
Franklin McLaughlin, the freshman, with the sack there for the Sooners. As we see things start to wind down, we're coming out in the pistol full house. Yost to get 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, no, I think if you're the Oklahoma offense, I think you're just handing this off 2 more times and you're getting out of here for the night.
Definitely a great night for the Sooners here, Dominic. Clock is ticking. Let's see what they've got dialed up here, as they're going to do another read option, which is dangerous, as Del Este's lost the ball a couple times here.
No, but unfortunately for them, the way that the clock and the play clock are timed right now, looks like Del Este could just come out here, take a knee, and we can go ahead and get out of here safely. That could have been very dangerous.
Looks like this is going to be the final play of the night here, Dominic. Clock is ticking. They do have to run one more, and they're going to do exactly that. Read option, 1st down. It's been it's very climatic of that, as Yost, she gets an 11-yard rush. Dominic, go ahead and give us a summary of the game real quick.
Well, it was an absolute masterclass by Oklahoma on both offense and defense. Del Este and company were able to move the ball whenever they pleased, but also you have to give full shout-outs to Gallagher and co. just locking down. So Georgia fought a little bit too late. They found some life. I think they've got some things that they can really be working on going into SEC play.
As we see, Himoteo Del Este's player of the game. Sooners feeling good about the win. Great game by the Sooners. We got another game coming up. Notre Dame at USC, which is a rivalry game. Thank you again to all of you, and thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, associate producer, Austin Crow, and my broadcast partner, Dominic Barfield, for tonight's action. Again, I'm Zach Davis. We're going to be back here on the CFSL and PX1 Sports on YouTube at 9:30 p.m. ST. Notre Dame at USC. Call your mama, your cousin, your uncle. Get in here. We've got the #1 team in the nation coming back on YouTube.